Baji.
Yeah, I'm doing good. How do you think the Champions League games went this week? Yeah. How do you think it went? Do you think it went good? Or do you think? How do you think it went?
What, for the English teams or just overall?
Over
Um,
all the games this week.
yeah, so I think starting obviously with Man City, I thought they were comfortably sort of through anyway. I think when you City and you get two away goals, you're in the driving seat of that game. I didn't really think that Borussia Mönchengladbach would really do anything to harm City. City are just they're a different sort of beast this season. A very strong defensive lineup,
Yeah,
but they also attacking wise some of the best players in the league. Phil Foden has massively impressed me. You've got De Bruyne. You just got a lot of talent in that City side. So yeah, I wasn't too surprised that Borussia Mönchengladbach didn't really have anything in response to City. But I thought Mönchengladbach had their chances. They had some good chances, but when you concede two goals in the first 20 minutes and you're two goals down on aggregate already, I mean you're turning an impossible task into a task that just can't be fixed.
see, City played well to be fair, and Mönchengladbach missed their their best player Zakaria, didn't they?
Yeah.
They missed him too much. Like they really miss Zakaria
Mm.
too much of the time. Yeah, they don't. And City are just like so good this season. Like I can't like describe them. Like I always have like as a Barca fan. Like I always love Pep as a manager. Like I always love Pep as a manager and still now. So yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully they will win the Champions League.
Yeah, obviously Barca not in
Yeah.
it, are they?
Yeah.
But
Moving on to the
yeah,
next.
uh, the
On
the
to the
next
next.
game obviously.
How did you feel about Real Madrid?
So you just broke up a bit there. What did you say again?
Oh, I mean, like, how do you think about Real and Atlanta the next game? It was Real and
Oh yeah,
Atlanta,
yeah,
right?
Real Madrid at Atlanta. Well, obviously Madrid had the away goal, 1-0. I expected more from Atalanta, if I'm being brutally honest with you. I liked Atalanta last season. I assumed that it would be a similar Atalanta. It wasn't. And the issue again, it's sort of mistakes from Atalanta. I mean, you 1-0 down, then they started the game fairly well, and then you just let Karim Benzema get in and score a goal, a penalty, and then Asensio who just puts in the last goal. I mean, a professional performance from Madrid. It's not the same Madrid that we've seen in recent years. Far from it. I think Madrid are they're Asian. Um, and I look well done to getting into the next round, but to get into to get any further than the quarters is going to be too difficult. I think I just don't see Madrid doing it. I think they're an Asian squad, and obviously it really depends on who they get. I mean, every team in the Champions League right now won Porto. Why I am a little bit surprised about because they're not a horrifically bad side. But nah, for me, Real Madrid they did a great professional job on Atalanta, but I just see it no more than that really.
Yeah, yeah, he very like it. He very like he very just very the Atlanta manager. He's like I think he takes a good project for them. I kind of rate him. Yeah, I do rate just very that Atlanta play because they haven't put down the right way, but they each individual mistakes for construction. So thinking like I can't blame the manager. I can't blame him.
Yeah, you've gone really quiet for some reason. I couldn't quite hear you at all. It's still really quiet. I don't know if like you're covering the microphone or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you hear me now? Yeah,
Yeah, I
is
can
it
hear you
better?
now. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, yeah. I was just saying, Gasparini is a good coach. I rate him very highly, and like I think the players let him down this
Yeah,
time.
yeah, they just didn't perform. And that Real Madrid side for me is weak. Um, so yeah, I think they let him down. But he is a good manager. But Real Madrid just doing a professional job there.
Yeah, he is yeah, he is a decent manager. Like I do like him a lot. Like I genuinely do rate him. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
Do you think
he's a
Zidane?
good one.
Do you actually think Zidane will get sacked at the end of the season?
Mm. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I just don't. For me, I Atalanta should have done more. Uh, that scoreline flatters Real Madrid massively. And I don't think Real Madrid will get past the quarters if I'm being honest.
Yeah, mm, I
Obviously,
agree. Like,
yeah. What were you gonna say?
yeah, I agree. I agree to a certain extent, but like I genuinely think like Real. I think Real might have a chance if they step up their game. Benzema is key there. If they step their
Mm.
game up, they might have a shot at the Champions League. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I do, but I think when they get if they come across a City or a Bayern, a PSG, even Chelsea, I really can't see them getting through any of them games. If I'm being honest, look, I think this season for a lot of the Spanish teams. I mean, I don't know what on earth's going on in the league. If I'm being honest, but Atletico getting dominated by Chelsea, Barca being dominated by PSG and Real Madrid.
Yeah, but
I
Spurs
mean,
should have won the second leg. I think we should have won the second leg, and we should have gone through in a way. Like Verratti told the media like we didn't sit back. Barca forced us to go back and camp in our own box. That wasn't our game plan. So like
yeah,
if Dembele could finish, like we would have been through because like, it would have been like around 5 or 4-1, something like that,
yeah.
and we would have
It's
gone through.
it's
Yeah,
it's just one of them that it sort of is what it is. But there's not a lot
yeah,
you can
yeah.
say about it. Obviously the game at Stamford Bridge last night.
Yeah.
Whilst talking the league,
Considering, hold on. Talking about Real Madrid, like, do you think Sergio Ramos and Varane and like they did a good their defense did a good job
I don't think they were challenged an awful lot. I look. I think this is the issue when you get sort of players aging. I hear so much about United fans saying we really want Ramos, we really want Ramos, and I'm like, you can do better. You can. Someone younger, someone with a bit of pace. I just for me, Real Madrid ain't that really. I just they did an all right job, but they weren't challenged an awful lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. To be fair, yeah. Yeah. How did you think about that Atletico and Chelsea game? Do you think it was a Tuchel masterclass again over Simeone, or do you think it was more of Atletico just parking the bus and they got broken down?
I think in the first leg that was precisely that. It was we're going to park the bus and we're not going to let you score. Giroud, a moment of brilliance from Giroud, giving
In the second leg as well. They
yeah.
Chelsea played well.
In in the second leg, I think for the first half they were just going to try and keep Chelsea at bay, which is probably how I'd have approached it as well. Because it's only one goal. should Atletico have scored? Yeah. Should Chelsea have had a man sent off and a penalty? Yeah, probably. But no, I think over the balance, Chelsea was fantastic. Tuchel was brilliant. And it will be interesting to see how Chelsea do. I am excited to see that. For me, they're the dark horses of the competition. The only reason I say that is because they don't concede goals. Tuchel's got a brilliant record in the Premier League at the moment, and the major complaint was he hasn't really come up against any big sides. You could say he has now. United were a tough game for him. He got through that with a draw. Liverpool was a tough game. He beats Liverpool. Then he faces Atletico Madrid, and yeah, I'll probably say that Tuchel masterclass is probably fair. Look, he stopped Simeone's team from doing a lot, but I also want to say Simeone was pretty shit. I mean, maybe not him, but the players just let him down. For me, I
Simeone
mean,
was always a defensive coach, though. To be fair,
second.
he was always. Simeone was always gonna play defensive, though.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that.
Yeah, but the players let him down. They did, but I mean, Suarez wasn't the same Suarez. João Felix didn't look like he was going to challenge much. So yeah, it's a tough one. But for me, I thought Atletico were pretty poor.
Felix should have just cut. Like I think Felix should move to another team because like he really gets service in Atletico Madrid as well. In my opinion,
Yeah, he's
that's just
not
my
an
opinion.
Atletico Madrid. For me, he's not an Atletico Madrid type player. For me, I
Yeah,
mean, you need because of how defensive Simeone is. I would you'd want someone bigger than that. You'd want someone with strength, and I think Felix. Yeah, you are right when you say you need to move teams because for him, I just think he needs to go to a team that plays football. If I'm being honest,
someone.
I think that.
Yeah, like someone. Simeone's team suit someone like Diego Costa and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, yeah. No, I precisely. Yeah. I'd say it suits for Suarez, but Suarez is also getting to that age where he can't perform the same as he used to. So yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
Do you think their new signing Musa Dembele would suit their team rather than João Felix, or who would suit more, Felix or Dembele?
Probably more Dembele, but if I was looking at a striker that would be ideal for this Atletico Madrid team, probably look at Lukaku. Um,
Yeah, hundred,
he's
hundred
strong.
percent.
He can hold up the ball. He knows where the goal is. I'd say someone like Lukaku would suit Atletico's style of play a
Maybe
lot
even
more
Zlatan.
than Zlatan. Phew, I would probably go. For me, I would go Lukaku just 'cause he's a bit stronger. He's probably got a few more years in him than Zlatan. Not to say that Zlatan isn't a good player. I just think that Lukaku has more to offer and would suit that style of play a lot more um, than Zlatan. But Zlatan is still a
What
top
was it?
top player.
Yeah, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid. There was another game as well. That we missed.
Yeah,
That was played
Bayern
this week.
Munich, Lazio.
Chelsea game. Oh yeah,
Bayern Munich, Lazio.
yeah. That
Um,
yeah. Bayern
that game was
Bayern Munich
that
are
game was
so
already done.
they're a great team anyway. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Lazio though,
mean,
they, they made individual mistakes in the first leg, so like the tie was done by then, 4-1 by the
yeah,
first leg because they made too
yeah.
many individual
You,
errors.
you, you,
Yeah,
you were never gonna see Lazio outdoing that scoreline. Not a chance. Not a chance in hell. Bayern Munich are a beast, especially in European competition. Um, What can you say about Robert Lewandowski? I mean, Robert is
Mm.
he's a top
Um,
player.
yeah, yeah. Do you agree with some of the Spurs fan base saying that Harry Kane is a more complete striker than Lewandowski because like he can hold the ball up and he can create or like he can create more, or do you think that's just English bias?
I mean, they're close, but no, you no one can honestly tell me that Harry Kane is better than Lewandowski. I won't have it. I will not have it. Look, Robert Lewandowski has been an exceptional talent, an exceptional striker for so many years. You know, they're close, but
Yeah,
there's no way Harry Kane is even on the same level as Robert Lewandowski. Below
yeah,
it, yeah.
yeah,
That when I think of top strikers, I instantly think Lewandowski, think Zlatan, Ronaldo. I mean, Harry
yeah,
Kane could get
yeah,
there,
bro.
but for me, Harry Kane needs to go to a bigger club. I think I commend him on staying at Spurs for so long, but man needs to go to a bigger club because he won't have the same accomplishments as Lewandowski. I mean, man went to bed with like 6 trophies. Like he took a picture of him in bed
Mm,
with the Champions League trophy. Harry Kane can't do that. I mean, Harry Kane isn't Harry Kane. Harry Kane for me, he can't be on that level yet. He's in his own right. He's a fantastic, amazing striker. But what's he won? Like, yeah, even if they win the Carabao Cup, well done. That's a Carabao Cup. It's not an
yeah,
achievement. Like, I'd love to see Kane
and
at
yeah,
like a. I'd love to see Kane at like a United or a City, even a
I
Chelsea,
agree.
because I'd like
And
to
yeah,
see if he could
hold on.
transfer in that team.
Yeah, who would you like to see in the draw tomorrow? Who would you like to see draw each other in the Champions League draw tomorrow? Would,
Love to see. I'd love to see Chelsea Liverpool. That is one I'd
all
love to
right.
see. Um, I'd like to see. Look, I would love to see the finals Bayern Munich City because they're the two best teams in the competition. Um, I'd love to
So
see Bayern.
we gotta hope, yeah, we gotta
Hmm?
hope that Pep don't fuck it up in the quarterfinal because he seems to do it every year.
Yeah, no, that's true. I
To be
would
fair,
I'd love to see a final of Bayern Munich City. I think that would be amazing. I'd love to see
yeah,
PSG versus Bayern. That'd be one. That'd be an interesting one. Or actually, no. Scrap that. PSG Dortmund because I'd love to see Haaland taking on Mbappe.
yeah, all
That would
right,
be a because Mbappe is well. That's the next fight, isn't it? Mbappe Haaland. That's going to be similar levels to Ronaldo Messi. So yeah,
yeah,
PSG Dortmund would be an insane one. Mbappe Haaland. It would be good to see.
yeah. I'm just gonna read some of the comments out. Top up MU, big up everyone, big up. Felix needs to leave, go to a PSG or a Madrid or a City. Do you agree?
Yeah, yeah.
All
Um,
right.
Probably more PSG City.
A full fit King can compete with Lewandowski on goals. To be fair, Lama,
That's
nah, can't blame King. He plays for a pub team.
yeah, but I can blame Kane for not pushing for a move. Like, there's no. He could have pushed for a move. He could have gone to United
Yeah,
or City, Chelsea. Like it's up to him.
Pep will break it in the quarterfinals. Yeah. Moving on from the Europa from the Champions League. Like, yeah, we'll see the draw tomorrow in it. And how you feel how you feeling about the Europa League games today? Like, we'll just pick like around
That's
maybe
it.
like should we predict all the games or?
Or
Nah,
we can predict the English ones, and because I know them. Um, Olympiacos Arsenal's pretty much look. For me, that game is pretty much done, but Arteta doesn't need to do anything stupid. So don't just play a bunch of
I,
kids. Don't just rotate fully. Do what Ollie did against Real Sociedad, actually, which is start a strong team, get a couple of goals. I know Ollie didn't get goals, but he kept it 4-0, and when you go 4-0 at half time, should be fine. And then bring off the likes of uh, the players that need resting. That's how I'd do it. I'm probably going to say Arsenal will go win 2-0. I think Arsenal are a good team. Um, yeah, that's how I'll do it. I'd start strong, then rotate at halftime.
how about United? Do you think they will win the game? Or do you, if
That's a good.
I think
It's a good
United
game.
will. Yeah, I think United will win the game if Pogba starts. I think it's down to Ollie's team selection. If does he want to go gung ho from the start, or does he want to play play with a low risk and then like in the last 20 minutes go for it? Either way, they have to score two
Nah,
goals.
nah, it's Ollie. It's Ollie. He only needs one goal. He only needs one goal. It's 1-1, isn't it?
Yeah, but if he score, if
I
AC
would.
Milan score a goal, I mean
Oh,
like
if he
if they
scores
score,
two
a goal,
goals, if he scores 2 goals, then yeah, he's laughing his way to quarters. Um, I would start Henderson in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, Shaw. He'll play Fred and McTominay. I would probably expect to see. Oh, he might just start McTominay and Pogba. Yeah, I'd expect him
or
to
Fred,
start McTominay.
Fred.
Nah, McTominay's more disciplined. I would start McTominay, Pogba, Bruno
Mhm.
with. Actually, no. He'll start Fred and McTominay, Bruno, Pogba on the wing, um, Rashford on the wing, Greenwood up front because they've got issues
Yep.
with Martial and Cavani.
Yeah. I get your point, but I think he probably gonna start Daniel James as well. Daniel James as well. I have a feeling that he will probably
I,
go McTominay, Pogba, and Fernandes, James, and Rashford and Greenwood.
I don't think he'll start Dan James. I think if Pogba's fit, he'll start Pogba because he knows how important this
Yeah,
game is.
he,
Um,
will, he didn't start him in the right wing though. It's not his natural position.
no, but you've seen Ollie start Pogba on the wing before. He's done it before. This season
Rather,
actually, he's
yeah. If I was a coach, so I would rather see Bruno on the right wing and Pogba in the cam role. I think that would I think
Pog,
Bruno plays
Pog,
well in the right wing role,
yeah.
so he could do
We've
well in
never
the right.
we've never really seen Ollie do that. But it would be. I sort of do agree with that to a degree. I think Bruno on the wing would be more influential than Pogba. I would love to see. I want to see Pogba and Bruno in the same team. I think when they're in the same team, it's good. Greenwood. The thing is, if you play a front four, I include Cam as part of the attacking play. If you have a Rashford, Greenwood, Pogba, Bruno, it's fluid, a very fluid team. Because one of Greenwood's attributes is his movement. He likes to drift all over the place. You'll see him a lot linking up when Diallo came on in the second half. You saw Mason and Diallo uh, sort of into sort of swapping. So when Greenwood went over to the right, Diallo would slot into the striker role, and when Bruno went up front, Mason dropped back a bit. He likes movement. He doesn't like sort of being static. Um, but it's a very fluid front three, or front four. So it'll be very interesting. I think United will win 2-0. Um, Even if they win 2-1, it's a good one. I think they'll get goals. I thought they were quite slow at Old Trafford, but that's not really a surprise. They've been pretty rubbish at Old Trafford all season due to whatever for whatever reasons. Fans make a big impact, but I think they'll go to San Siro. I think they'll be confident, especially if they're starting Pogba and all of that. So I see a strong United side going to San Siro, and I think they'll get a result. And Tottenham's already through.
Yeah, Tottenham, yeah, Tottenham. Yeah, I think United will win. Like I think it will be like 2-0 or something. But like the Tottenham game, though, I think Jose Mourinho should rest Harry Kane, but I know he won't. He has already said that
Yeah,
he was gonna start
definitely.
Harry Kane, and but
Because
also to be fair, right? Yeah, to be fair, on Dynamo Zagreb, I think in, their manager got imprisoned. Yeah.
yeah, it's, it's not exactly what you want to. It's not exactly the preparation you want before you're about to take on Jose Mourinho. I mean, yeah, I mean that's
It,
why I just don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
they can do anything.
yeah. It would be the most Percy thing to do to bottle it to Dino Zagreb without a manager. The most Percy thing to do to bottle it to a managerless club.
Yeah, but it's not Jose's style. Jose, and I've heard a lot of people go, "Oh yeah, Jose to Tottenham." Yeah, but you got to think who's their manager. The manager is Jose. Jose knows how to win these competitions. Tottenham are through there. They won't mess this up. They
All right.
won't.
I'll read some of the comments out again. United will win with a jammy goal or something. Daniel James should not be anywhere near the squad. Move Pogba in number 8. He will be the best player in the pitch. I kind of agree with that as well. Play him
Mhm.
in a more box to box role
And
with
you know what I'd
Fred.
really like to see? I'd love to see McTominay, Pogba, Bruno, Diallo, Greenwood, Rashford. That would be. I'd love to watch that.
So,
Don't think Ollie will do it, but I would love to see that.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'll read more. Oh, sorry. Read more comments. If Ollie had any sense, he would play a 4-3-3.
He
Um,
always does. He always does. I mean, like
4-3-1 though.
well, yeah, he plays a little bit more of a defensive one. He plays a 4-2-3-1, which could be. So the way Ollie does it is when they're attacking, they play a 4-3-3. When they're defending, they play a 4-2-3-1. It's a very good way of doing it. He does essentially play a 4-3-3. It's just the way he does it. So their attacking phase, they do have the attacking players that go forward, and then sort of when they're defending, they drop back a bit.
Mm. Power's fit now, so yeah. All right.
Depends
Yeah,
on how
yeah.
fit he is.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Big up yourself. Thanks for coming on the channel and
Yeah,
like
not a problem,
great
bro.
guest as well. Yeah, how yeah you how you just plug your channel in it.
Yeah. So yeah, you can find me at Let's Talk Premier League on YouTube. Make sure you follow our Twitter at Let's Talk EPL. We're also on TikTok, but yeah, big up to you for doing this and letting me on, Bo. But yeah, you'll find me. I've got match reactions of both Europa League games tonight, Arsenal and United. So yeah, just make sure you go check out my channel. And yeah, big up to yourself, man.
Big up everyone who's watching as well. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, like
Mm.
subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, like subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't watched, after you have watched, like if you're not watching now, if you're gonna watch later, like just subscribe to the channel. Because I see like
Yeah.
52.7% unsubscribed. Only like half percent are subscribed to my channel. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
make sure you do it. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, so you don't miss any more content from this lad. Yeah, big up to yourself,
Thanks,
mate.
mate.
No worries, bro.
Thanks, Neil. Relentless just saying Ollie's press conference was kind of funny.
It was kind of true though, what he said. I addressed it on my channel earlier. Ollie said that winning trophies is for egos and it papers up the cracks in terms of progression. I sort of get what he means. I mean, Ollie Jose won a League Cup and a Europa League, and then he finished seventh for a season after that, or he was seventh when he got sacked. So it does make sense in terms of papering over the cracks. So yeah, it's very much, yeah, I do get it.
Yeah, big up internationals as well. And yeah, Neil, thanks for coming on, and yeah,
No worries, bro.
peace, peace, guys.
Peace out, man.
Hold on, and then